So there have been some new developments regarding this Natasha and Akpabio drama, and it's now actually looking like the more you look, the less you see. You know, politics is a dirty game, and everybody will do, or anybody will do anything to win the game. Because now it's getting really, really. Remember, in my last video, I spoke about one lady called Professor Ngbeke or Sandra Duru, how she said she has voice recordings and details or evidences about Natasha saying that there was no sexual assault and that they were all fabricated. Now there is another lady called Francess Olisa Ogbonnaya who has come out to speak in an interview with the great journalist or the great satirist Adeola Fayehun, and she's come out in this interview to say actually Sandra Duru lied in that 1 hour plus expose, and she actually paid me to manipulate the voice of Senator Natasha. I have been looking at this video, I've been watching the video, and I've been like, what is going on? What the heck is going on? Because I'm at a point whereby I don't even know who to believe anymore. I don't want to believe Natasha blindly that indeed she is innocent, and I don't want to believe Akpabio blindly that he is innocent. Something definitely happened. Both of us, like none of us were there. But let's watch a short clip from this interview by Adeola with this person talking about how this Professor Ngbeke lied, and we'll just run a little commentary on it because at this point I'm confused, I'm tired, I want them to get it done ASAP, and yeah.
It is nothing is late. 1 hour well used can make up for 10 years in politics, and I know that. She said over, not even when many of her are alive and still breathing, that Senator Natasha will not return to the Senate. This was the word she used. And like I said, those who know.
Just to clarify, she's talking about Professor Ngbeke or Sandra Duru. So apparently they were, after a sort of back and forth, Professor Ngbeke said that over a dead body would Natasha return to the Senate. So let's continue. It's just for me to give you a bit of context of what she's talking about.
No, I'm of the Godian religion. God is a big factor in my life. God is a big factor in our religion. Our religion is built on God factor, is built on truth and karma. So when she tried playing God, saying over her dead body, not even when people like her are still alive and breathing, that's where she lost me totally. I will not lie. And I told her, hold it there. And I halted her. I said, you don't claim God and you don't play God in people's life. She said, why do you say so? I said, because you don't know. These people are friends before. They can settle anytime. This was the word I used. So I'm saying this because I want her to release all our conversation. So she now went ahead and called me on Easter Monday towards the evening and said, after she had said she was going to use stone and everything, I said, fine. She now said, okay, but she still want me to do something for her as regards whatever she wants to do. I said, what do you want? She said she wants me to produce a voiceover. I said, okay, what can we make up from that audio you sent? Because I did not see anything indicting in that audio. That's why I was shocked when I had her saying, Senator Natasha said in the audio, I'll bring down your back government. Why did she put out that audio? Why?
To be fair, it's a nice question because Sandra Duru or Professor Ngbeke made some allegations against Natasha and she produced some voice recordings, right? But this one that she's talking about, there was no, like, she didn't produce it. Maybe she has it with her, but she didn't produce it. So to be fair, that's a good question.
Because nothing like that happened in the audio. I told her to send me everything because I needed to hear everything before I will know whether I will go to Lagos for any TV interview. So I will know what to say. So it was really baffling hearing her say, Senator Natasha said he bought Antiope or Nigerians are hungry and gullible. If that audio is anything to go by, what I had, which is the original one she sent, was I had Natasha, who was just sounding excited that she was supporting her. I think Natasha was just talking about her life, how she grew up and every other thing. How she struggled as a woman in politics to get to where she is. Why thanking her for her effort? So where on earth did Sandra bring? I will bring down Yoruba government.
I would say it's the battle of the voice recordings, because now this lady is saying that she's got the original copy of what Natasha was saying in that audio, whilst Sandra Duru is saying something else. So who is actually telling the truth?
Where did she bring hungry and gullible? My God, I've never seen a person like that. And then, so that evening, going back to Monday. Monday. So when she sent me a script, I think I also forwarded the thing if it need be. She sent me a script already prepared. They prepared script on how they. Okay, once they expose somebody who called you, you went to make a script like a movie script. You paid musicians to produce songs. Somebody called you according to you. You went to are you not hiding something? Is it not showing that you're up to something? So she now sent all those things to me to produce a voiceover, because I own a studio, I own a production studio. So I looked at the things she sent to me. They are defamatory. The script she sent to me, they are defamatory. As we are a law-abiding studio, we are a law-abiding people. So I worked on the audio. Get one of my staff to voice and everything. We remove.
I think Auntie's network is acting out, so we're going to give her a minute to get back on the show. It looks like a network.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Welcome back.
Okay.
I wanted to say real quick, thank you so much for everything that you are saying so far. So you and I talked before this, and I think some of the things that you've been saying so far, you are assuming that you are talking to me because you've told me some of these things, but you're actually talking to Nigerians who have no idea, any clue. I don't want to say that right now you are all over the place, but I actually want you to explain, join the dots. So from someone that is listening to you right now, first of all, you are claiming that Sandra contacted you, said that the senator called her, and that she allegedly recorded the conversation with the senator that she said called her and sent that conversation to you, and was trying to recruit you to blackmail Senator Natasha with that audio. Is that what you've been saying so far? And that you refuse to.
That's not. You are. I don't know. My explanations are just direct, and I think they are explicit. And I wouldn't want you to put words into my mouth, and I wouldn't want you to rephrase my situation.
No, I'm not trying to. Let me just allow you to keep going.
You told me you were going to let me explain what happened. So why are you trying to rephrase? Why are you trying to rephrase the situation? Now let me go back to what I said happened on Easter Monday evening when she contacted me. She contacted me, said, "Okay, since I was not going to go to Lagos and be partial." Are you getting it? I said I was going to be neutral and not partial. This thing doesn't. I hope this English is very conflicting. They are very direct. So when I refused that, she now said, "Okay, since I have a studio, I could help her produce a single."
The network keeps going off. I will leave a link to the full interview below so that you can go have a look. Now, I really want to commend Adeola for this interview. She was very professional, and I really commend her patience, because me watching it, I felt like the other lady was not professional and she was trying to get on my last nerve. So the fact that Adeola kept a straight face all through and just sits right through the interview was brilliant and commendable from my part. Now, I don't really know what to say. I can't, like I keep saying, I was not there, you were not there, none of us were there. I can't really say. This lady said that she's got a production company. Now, what if she is the one actually lying? And at the other hand, I wouldn't believe Sandra Duru 100%, because if you don't want to catch somebody doing something really bad, why record them? Why are you recording someone's conversation in the first place? Because of course, if I have to record your conversation, then I will try as possible to appear like an angel in the voice recording, because I know that it's being recorded, so that I would catch you unaware, right? Mind you, said she's in the US. And I believe there should be a law in the US stating that you can't record people without their consent. So if indeed all this thing that she said is true, then she could really go down for it, to be honest. Whether Natasha actually said those things in the recordings or not, even in court, if you've recorded somebody without seeking consent or without a court order, police cannot just record people unknowingly without a court order. So there has to be something in place, or the consent of the person. So you can't just use a voice recording as evidence in court without going through the proper channel, because the court will throw it out, you get. So what I'm trying to say is that she could actually go down for it if indeed Natasha said those things, or let's say Natasha didn't say those things and she lied about it. She could, like, whether one way or the other, she could definitely go down for it. And this person claiming that she was paid to manipulate the voice, I mean, it's between them. What do you guys think? Nigerians, I really want to hear your opinion. What do you think? Who do you think is lying? Do you think this lady is lying and she's trying to protect Natasha? Or do you think Professor Ngbeke is lying and she's trying to tarnish the image of Natasha? Now, please drop your thoughts in the comment section below. I really want to read your opinion on this matter. And once again, well done to Adeola for doing a great job. And please don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. And see you in the next video. Bye.